trapped emotions. What are trapped emotions and why do I want to get rid of them? Coming up in today's video. Trapped emotions. This is something I help with people with every single day. Okay, a trapped emotion is basically an energy that is stuck somewhere in your body. Okay, an emotion is an actual energy. Okay, have you ever walked into a room and there's two people standing there and you have no idea what's going on? You didn't hear the conversation before, but you can like feel the energy in the room, you know? You can either feel the anger, you can feel the frustration, or you can feel the excitement or the happiness. When you walk into a room like that, you can like feel the energy. That is because emotions are energy. Okay, so now normally we have emotions in our regular daily life, and an emotion will come over us and we'll feel the emotion. It will like move through our bodies. We'll feel the energy of the emotion, and eventually it will like move through us and leave us and move past us, right? That's why like you can feel, you know, like when you hear news right away, you like the news is like major, like you feel either anxious or you feel excited or you feel happy or you feel angry about it. And then like 5 hours later, when you go home and want to tell the story over again, you know, you can tell the story of what's going on, but you don't feel the same emotion like you did when you originally heard it, right? That's because the emotion, it comes through you, you feel it, you know, you feel the energy of the emotion, and eventually it moves through you. Now, in general, there are two situations when an emotion can get trapped in your body. This energy of the emotion, it's like a physical ball of energy that can get trapped in your body. The two situations in general are, one is if the emotion is super strong. It's like a very big emotion. So even if you try to like feel it and work through it, it's just so huge, it overwhelms you and it can get trapped in your body. The second situation is if this emotion is something that you don't really want to feel. You are embarrassed about it, or you don't have time for it, or you just don't want to deal with it. So you sort of like sweep it under the rug and move on, do something else to distract yourself or just move on with life, or like you don't want to admit to yourself that you even have that emotion. Then in that situation also the emotion is, it's there, the energy is there, and because you haven't allowed yourself to experience it and wash over you and like fully feel it and then allow it to move on, it gets trapped somewhere in your body. Now, this ball of energy is generally trapped in, it could be anywhere. It could be a limb, it could be an organ, it could be a gland, okay? And what happens, what's the big deal? Why do I even care if I have a trapped emotion? So when you have this ball of energy in your body, what it can do to whatever place that it is located is it can cause physical pain. It can cause susceptibility to getting to injury or being damaged, or it can cause that part of your body can become ill. Okay, so for example, in general, when I remove trapped emotions from someone's stomach, that person might often have stomach issues or ulcers. If somebody has, for example, trapped emotions in their intestines, they probably have a problem digesting their food, or they have allergies. People who have trapped emotions in the lungs, they probably feel some kind of problem breathing or have asthma. Give you a really good example. I once had terrible pain in my right hip. And I had it there for years. I remember it started after my first labor with my oldest son. And I thought it was, something from the labor, like this sort of throw your legs around a lot when you're in labor. But it didn't go away. And I went to doctors, I had x-rays, I went to chiropractors, I went to alternative healing modalities, and nothing worked. I still had this pain, and it went on for more than a decade. I think almost a decade and a half, until I learned how to release trapped emotions, and I had a lot of trapped emotions in my right hip. And as soon as I was done clearing those trapped emotions, I kid you not, the pain went away, and I've never had it since. That, I think, was one of the moments that made me just believe in the emotion code, and I was like, no way. I freaking don't believe this. It was such an like incredible, you know, like sometimes when you hear about something and you're like, okay, that's nice, but does that actually work, or is that actually true? That was when I had this personal experience and I was like, whoa, just whoa. And that's what I mean, that along with a few other situations that I experienced personally with my own children, with myself, that I was just blown away by the releasing of the trapped emotions. Sometimes, releasing trapped emotions can help heal something that's already ill. It can help prevent problems from arising in the future. Another thing is that I found so many times with clients that a trapped emotion in a certain place is affecting the entire meridian, okay? If you know anything about meridians, they're like lines in your body, and it's like the acupuncture system of lines in your body. So for example, I have seen, I'm sure that I've lost track how many clients I've had that have had trapped emotions in their liver, and it was affecting the extremities on that meridian. That one of the extremities being your pineal gland, which is located behind your eyeballs, causing the person to have a problem falling asleep at night, not releasing melatonin. And the other extremity being it's like the bottom of the extremity is like the muscles in the back of your legs or your toes. So I've had, people also with problems with their problems with their toes, their feet, and muscle spasms in the back of their legs. So that's another thing that could be affecting having trapped emotions. I'm just trying to think of another amazing thing about releasing trapped emotions is it can actually relieve feelings of anxiety, feelings of nervousness, the actual emotions that you're feeling. When you release the trapped emotions, you can actually release those feelings inside of you. I had a daughter. This was another one from when I first learned the emotion code. I had a daughter. We had just moved and we were living in a new place. And right when we moved, it was like the beginning of the school year, and I was bringing her to preschool. And every day she was like holding on like for dear life to me, and I would have to sit with her forever. And she didn't want to stay in school by herself, and she was scared, and it was new people, and she didn't know anyone. Anyway, I learned about the emotion code, and I cleared a whole bunch of trapped emotions. I kid you not. I'm not even slightly exaggerating. The next day, we went to school, and as soon as we got to the corner of the building, she's like, bye, mommy, I can go myself. And she ran into the building. That's so mind-boggling. I don't even know if I've told that story in another video, but it still like has so much power inside of me. I'm like, whoa. I've had clients who have had anxieties, different types of emotions that they're going through in their daily lives. And when we clear trapped emotions surrounding different events in their life, they just feel better emotionally. So clearing trapped emotions is something that can help you physically with ailments, with physical pain, with issues going on inside your body. Like I said, asthma, spasms, problems sleeping. There's so many issues. So emotionally, physically, with different ailments. I've had a lot of clients come to me for skin issues, like wanting to have like clear skin, like girls who are dating and they want to have, they don't want acne or things like that. That's something that I've also been able to help with clearing trapped emotions. So clearing trapped emotions is a huge thing for your physical health, for your emotional health, for your overall well-being. Because as we all know, the body and our emotions are well intertwined and so connected. So when we feel emotions and they're trapped somewhere in our body, our body ourselves feels those emotions, and it can cause weakness and illness and pain. So clearing those trapped emotions is truly sometimes quite miraculous. I'm sure I will do some other videos on how to clear those trapped emotions and other things that you can see with the emotion code and the body code. And of course, I love talking about the subconscious mind. So stay tuned for that.